Oh, guys, I'm back. Baby's first tame was not as good as I wanted it to be. So you remember, she ended up going and fighting a beaver, trying to knock it out so we can keep a beaver. But so there's a level 30 beaver. She roped that one with some bolas, which was pretty awesome on her part. Like, bam, first try, nailed him. And then a 19-year-old beaver started attacking her. So I was like, all right, drop him. That way he's no longer in the fight, and you're good. But then a 4-year-old beaver joined in on the fight. Get out of the way, turtle. It joined in on that fight. So she had 3 beavers attacking her all at once. And you know beavers. They hit like nobody's business. So anyway, she ended up dropping a 4-year-old beaver. And she's pretty close to the other 2 beavers to make them pass out. Using them barbed trinks and a royal crossbow. She was doing amazing work. So she ended up dying to the other 2 beavers. By the time I got there, her sheep was alive, her shinehorn was alive, and the 4-year-old beaver was knocked out still. So I was like, sweet, she tamed it. Well, she knocked it out. I just gave it a little bit of berries, and then was taking them all home. And then I got attacked by like 2 or 3 spiders at once, all high levels, because there's spiders. We lived through that. And then I got beset by um, so, 2 groups of terror birds, not at once, but like one huge group of 5, and another group of like 2, well, not 2, but it's probably like 3 or something like that. Quite a few of those were high levels too, which is really annoying. And then we got a Bigfoot and more spiders and more terror birds. Unfortunately, you see, I've got my broom, who is at like 1 health left by the time I got him on this raft, and the Doedicurus, which is at like 100 health when I got him on this raft. And I wasn't very far from the Shire, and I'm like, nope, I'm building a boat, and we're sailing home. So we got our perfect tame Doedicurus, and that's about it. And everything else was lost. All right. So, as you see, this is our docks. I built it, and you know how you build it, they will come. Apparently, the they were talking about was sheeps. Oh. So I built it so where you can have one of these here big boats, park in it, and it'll fit. It'll fit with a little bit of room on the sides, so I put a little ramp just to help ease the transfer of goods. And there's a total of 3 spots. So I think whenever we have our huge open house, I'll go around and spread the word to everybody. Be like, hey, come on down. I'll probably leave our raft, or our boat ship, in this spot. So in case there's goblins or whatever, let's say, in case goblins arrive by a boat, They'll like take this spot, and then let's say dwarves arrive by a boat, they'll take, let's say, this spot. Haradrims arrive by a boat, they'll probably skip it right through here. And then there's the humans. I've run out of spaces, so they'll just deport somewhere, and then I'll definitely move the boat at that point to make sure that I've got room for somebody to simply load up their animals with ease. That was a rough adventure. And then I built this little path because I do not want people appearing in the middle of town. And I felt like this way kind of gives them the feel of they don't skip the opportunity to enter Oars Rest. Oh, what the heck? Come on, man. Apparently he got stubbed by, he stubbed his toe on a rock. Huh. Alright, so we have been working here tirelessly. So my real life wife, Sierra, she gave her life for this too. She died today for a beaver that we kept for a little while, and then it died. I know, tell me about it. Anyways, I would love to showcase this place at night, but it's just after 10:30 now, and it takes about an hour to get through the day. Might be like 2 hours to get through the day. It's a really, really long time and very annoying. So I'll give it to you during the day. Welcome to Oars Rest. I've got the supplies in there. I do have quite a few notes already made because somebody else made them. So I tossed those in there with some fiber and thatch to make more notes. And just some decorative stuffs. We've made it. Whew. I do actually want to keep some food on these. Because when you're working, you work up an appetite or whatnot. Let me sort this real quick. Alright, so this is our crafting hall. Please be a boy. Damn. Doesn't even have the paperwork done. Alright, fine. It is a girl of unknown age and abilities. Health, you could pretty much just figure it's that health, that stamina, that oxygen. I think that we just leveled this up. But it's a girl. Alright, so this side here, this section, is more for like building things. We've got our roleplay building stuff down here. We've got our masonry table because you're dealing with a lot of very heavy stuff. And then just a few things up here for uh, building a variety of things. Our storage, our sort me one. So if you got stuff that you don't want to sort right now because you got to go to bed or whatever the case might have been, you just toss it in there. Anyway, and then we've got our, so this here, it's like flex space, whatever we needed at the time, that's what it would be. But we've turned it into a stable bedding for hatching eggs like Rosie here. She's pretty nice. And then we've got our kibble pot, so it's our kitchen. Quick little kitchen here. And then this side here is for our weapon making. They're the ones that use this forge. We're not going to use this because this forge takes, like, we get a Urukai, the orc sword. We can smelt that with some stuff and we can turn it into a regular sword for us. And then our stuff that go on our clothing or weaponry in there. And then up here is our other weaponry making stuffs. And a smithy. Yeah, I could build some things in here. Like I've been building the, well, I actually need to do one. Pedestal. And these ones, Artifact of the Brute, I get one every time I go to the elves by myself. Because it's just zip in there, go through the cave, don't kill anybody, don't see nobody to kill, nothing like that. Oh, and then we've got our little charts helping us identify all the tames that we have for each person, since we're a lot of hobbits. So you're going to be our breeder lady, huh? Whoops. Oh, she likes it this way. She's pretty good. She's got some good melee damage there. Alright, so that's how my little wife likes them. Alright. So you've got the one entrance there. I did not want to block this road off because it does have a natural bridge there. Let's see. How do I want to slice and dice this thing? Mailbox there for Oars Rest. I generally keep my personal sheep right here. And the unicorn I've been using for weight as well. But we went through and did our inventory of animals. We've got our water mill here for, let's see, spark powders and whatnot. Alright, we've got our backup stable down here, or corral, whatever. At first it was going to just be Sierra's stable down here, because at that point we had 5 people that would regularly log in, and we couldn't have her part of our tribe. So I wanted to give her her own, so she can get it set up. Which we started. And then the Gunsmoke server came out, so everybody went over to Gunsmoke and left us to do what we want. So she's got some sheeps in here. We'll tomorrow or whenever she plays again, we'll breed her up a new sheep. We've got our natural bridge over here. Nice little river coming down. All right. And then down here, I haven't worked yet. I can build houses. I can build a lounging area. I can build whatever I want to down there. If I need to, I can build more homes. If we're going to try and become a major city for the Shire, then I'll put more homes down here and let people move in with their own PIN codes so that they can have their own house. Open up the workshop to everybody, you know, try and help them out, you know, whatever. We've got our shop here. I've got it large enough so I can put in some crafting doodads. So whenever we do get a blacksmith or a weaponsmith back, then we can craft them what they want. Storages, whatever, just roleplay space. Then right here, it's a little bit of a hard path to see. You know? Oh, let's check this out real quick. The other entrance to Oars Rest. So any hobbits coming from Hobbiton, which is just over that cliff at the very end there. Any hobbits, they can still zip through the bridge and go wherever they're going. But, yeah. And you go right up through the path. Tried kind of blocking it in so you can see it's a path and make you forget that you're in a place that really actually does not have any shrubbery at all. It's been a pain in the neck. We've got a vacant home here. I've tried putting a few of our homes into the ground like this. See the rocks above us. I didn't decorate the inside of any of the homes because everybody's going to have their own little tastes. And these homes, since I wanted so many homes in this portion of my town, they did not get a special spot to park their animals. I'll show you one spot I did make on the other side. Alright, well this home here was too large to be able to bury. As I knew if I buried them, it'll end up causing a lot of lag. But lots of open space, so you can customize it the way whoever lives there, they can customize it the way they like. This is my home. No mail. No mail is a very common thing because we're kind of slow on the server. Got a couple cubbies I can do, I don't know, whatever I want. Right now, whoa, don't want you guys seeing that. She's my wife, you know. Sheesh. We've been just sleeping on these little pads, avoiding splinters by sleeping on the obsidian here. Eventually we'll get a bed here and we'll move along in our little relationship. And then eventually we'll get married. And I'll show you the spot we're going to go on the honeymoon at. That's on the to-do lists. Alright, and then just a little bit of nookie cranny if you wanted to go down and get a drink. You can do that. But I do have the one last home on this section. It's right here. Very buried. And it has quite a bit of space. You can do quite a bit of different things with. And that's the end of the road. That's for my subdivision, my housing residential district, or whatever you want to call it. Got a shop on Broadway. Space I can do whatever I need to whenever the need arises. Alright. Up to our main business district. So this here's a house, of course. Oh, the house is open. I need to cook more meat. Oh, that's prime meat. I definitely want that cooking. Whoop. Sorry, guys. Push pause on that tutorial, showing off spree. There. Let that cook so I can get some more meat on the preserving bin. Get more of that going. Alright. So this one here, it has its own little parking stall. With a couple of really nice shinehorn look deals here. Anyway, so I buried this home. It's the first one I built. We all lived here for a little while. Well, we either slept here or we slept, like this was the boys' room. This was the girls. This is actually their home. Right. And they've got their own little parking spots. Right across from them is our main, it's our main corral. We have an elf currently passed out up in our one of our inn rooms. Breeding stocks of horses. Those are in Lily's name. We were just doing rough counts and put people everywhere. So this one does also have a mating room. Same with the other corral, as well as its own little dodo coop. But it didn't have a spot specifically for these. And this is our farm. We've got enough spaces for each advanced crop to have 3 plots. And then the corn being the exception with 4 plots. Or 8 plots. And here's the carrots. And I've seen them up to like 900 or something like that. That's pretty nice. So it might just go to a stack and a half or something. Up here's the entrance to our tavern. Goblins, when goblins come by, they tend to be a little rambunctious, kind of like kids. Alright, so we've got places for people to park their animals when they come up here to partake of our goods. We have got a home. You have not paid your rent. You're stuck over here now. And we've also got a room down here for goblins. On the server, the admins have said goblins cannot live in a house with windows unless they're in a cave. Then we've got another room here. Kind of how it looks upon our little city. I'm going to coin us as the city Oars Rest, not Orcs Rest. Just clarifying there. But I'm trying to brand us as like Oars Rest, home of the Rainbow Waterfall. All right, so we've got our inn. We've got a seating room here. We've also got one on the other side, looks the same, aside from this door. Inside here, we've got our headquarters of a kitchen. We've got everything we could possibly want to keep fresh. And the production rates for such productions. The beer, we need a bit more beer going. Heck of a day, I needed a beer. Got some wine going, that's good stuff. And here's our spot that whoever's working, so most likely me. I'll just be back here working it, giving people their orders. And then we've got a back entrance for quickly loading up stuff or whatever we might need to do in that situations. Alright, we have got our stage right here, front and center. Oh, it's locked again. Dreads it. Anyway, we've got our stage for people doing their little skits. That doesn't happen a whole lot. I tend to be the one doing the skit. But people can be up here telling jokes, reading poems, whatever, or singing. They can do that right up here. And then we've got our just some seating arrangements for everybody to sit, enjoy their drinks, watch whoever's on stage. These people here, you could probably see who's on stage. Nope. You can see me though. But anyway. Oops. You've also got our deck here. We did have a way you can go swimming, but I've revoked that privilege. Now you can sip a beer out on the porch. Whatever. Over there is where we're coming to next. I've got a lot of interior decorating to do still, as you saw from inside there, and all them empty houses. Alright. Welcome to our honeymoon suite. This is where you kind of get transported from the grind of everything to an amazing place. I have painted the railings to be red, as our colors have switched to red and red sky with some black, or red black with some sky, doesn't matter. Um, I haven't been able to get myself adjusted just yet. Oh, do I still? I know. Okay, it's in the sort meat chest downstairs. So anyway, we've got our little lake here. I didn't want anybody to go swimming in the lake and then wind up on the shores of where I'm going to be charging some money for people to come over here and stay real life days. Um, I put quite a bit of work into it. I don't want to charge an outrageous amount because I might get one customer. I want several people. I want people to book it for like weddings and stuff. Anyway, at night, the waterfall has a rainbow of colors. The far left is yellow. Then there's the one that's like between me, the left branch. That'll be cyan, whatever. And then there's a green and a purple, a red, and I think that's all the colors. You can see that little obsidian diamond doohickey in the middle. I did my best to make it so it's like floating right on the water, because that's just awesome, you know. If we had like perfectly crystal clear glass, I would have put like a foundation at the bottom with like S plus glass, and then got up and put that design up in the sky and had it really bright. But don't have that privileges. I've got just some scenery so you kind of forget that where you are. I've got the hedges that also do the same, kind of prevent you from just seeing the mundaneness of out there, because the Shire is not very pretty. I've got candles everywhere. I don't have super bright lights over here. The brightest lights is going to be at my housing districts, which is just right over there. Anyway, so let's back this up, okay? So you walk in, you get your breath taken away by the waterfalls. Oh, hey, you can see some of the colors. Red, purple-ish, you can see. Green's that far one, but there it is. Green. Cayenne. And you can see a little bit of yellow there. It'll brighten up, and you'll be able to see it at night. And it's quite amazing. I've taken several pictures already. So you walk through with your sweetheart of choice. You would probably go straight to putting your luggage away. So you'd come up here. We've got nice little water fountains. You would enter. You'd have a little desk for some reading or writing a note, because there's a little ink pen here. We've got some chairs. Let's go and adjust this. All right, we have the four of our animals here. There's the big four. That is the baryonyx, the thylacoleo, Calicitherium, and bear. So I thought that would be kind of convenient to just have their heads displayed on the walls. Alright, so we've got a little dining table. I didn't expect big groups, like a business sort of thing, to book this Hotel de la Oars Rest, whatever. Anyway, so it's more of a romantic location. We've got a drinking fountain for everybody, because, you know, you're gonna get thirsty. I do need to put in some fridges and maybe a campfire. No, not a campfire. Maybe a campfire outside. Fridges, uh, cooking device of sorts. So in case you have your own food and you want to cook your own food yourself, more power to you. We've got a lovely seat in front of the fire. I put the fire over here because you're looking at another wall. You wouldn't be really looking at much else. And that fireplace is huge. Over here I've got a piano. So it's got 10 different keys you can do. I'll do them one at a time for you now. And I've been trying to think of like some song you can do. I'm pretty sure that somebody could figure it out much better. Anyway, and there's a chair because while you're playing it, it looks like you're sitting on the chair instead of doing air sits. But okay, be 18 or up to hear this. Okay, you can have one person sitting here, like the man can sit here. Okay, and then the woman can sit here. You'd be making your music. Get what I'm saying? So I've got some huge pots. All right. Oh, and a small little food here, or a little table. We'll have it set. I figured it might be like mom, dad, and a kid, or dad, and adopted kid, whatever. I've got a couple of smaller pots and stuff next to the back door. We will get there. Um, Being that this is a romantic getaway, I have put candles everywhere. Try and help you see where you're going in the middle of the night. And try and help set the mood to have lots of little hobbits running around, or whatever race you are. I plan on putting a picture there because that's the chimney. And then I love this design on the bottom here. It is superb. All right. Then there's just, I wish this came in diagonal, because then I'd have that here. Oh, gosh, sorry guys. Hey, I thought it left, man. So I tried outlining it up. We've got a wardrobe for everybody. I will end up having somebody come by and see if they can access everything. You can see the light in my hand in there. Nifty, huh? Yeah. The mirror worked right when I put it down and it showed me, but it's a pain in the neck. So we've got the bed for stuff to happen. Yep. Nope, that's a joke for me and my wife, but not for everybody. I was gonna say that the got the wife's dresser and I got my dresser. And then the back door. Oh, you step out onto your porch to a breathtaking view. Oh, let me see if I can pull up that picture. Let's see here. Where's pictures? It's not the pictures I'm looking for. That's not the pictures I'm looking for. I just noticed my brother messaged me. I will message him back. So you saw it during the day, all right? Let's see here. Let's switch over to miscellaneous. This, I wish I could see the preview a little better. This is what it looks like. The lights are on the water. It's just very beautiful. Let's see. I'm hoping that I can't see the preview very well, but I'm hoping you saw it. Anyway, let's go back to some arc. So we've got some chairs for sitting and enjoying the view. Oh yeah. And after you've checked out where you're sleeping, you probably remember you saw a way out of the stairs over here. Got some nice greeneries. A bit of spots to sit, talk around a fountain here. Some benches you can sit at. There's even a couple of hidden little snails in here. Then you've got this nice open view. Whoever's rented this out, they can go swim and play in the water. I'm going to give you a close-up of this little doohickey. I don't know what really to call it, other than like a fish elevator. That fish should totally be dead right there. Replying to my bro. Give me one moment. Alright. So yeah. That kind of gives you a good idea what the thought process is behind this whole place. And I figured instead of giving you a house to sleep in, kind of make it look like a castle. We got pillars holding up your porch. We've got some exotic bushes and stuff. Oh, so there's the one snail over here. There's also one over here. I'm wanting at some point to get some ducks or whatever just running around up here. Like turn them onto wandering enabled, have a food trough hidden somewhere or a couple food troughs hidden somewhere so that it'll feed them. See about getting something to block this off so they don't escape. And have a really nice place over here. I would love to do some ducks. The Hesperonychus. Alright. And then you remember seeing that there's a doohickey over here? One moment, he replied. Alright. So you remembered this over here. Oh, the view. See? You get a view of the ocean and grass. Up here. Oh, we're coming up to the aquarium. So I did like that some of these placed well and look awesome. Couldn't get it on every single one of them, but it's actually good because they would look way too cluttered. So here's another way up with candles to help you find it at night. Here's the downstairs of my aquarium. This is where you can look eye to eye to them fishes. And I want to have a couple of fridges back here with some fish food in it. So you can come above the whole place. Ooh, I do have a couple things that I need to put back. Oh, I must have put it in that other spot, the assortment box. I have another bench I need to put up here, and a little candle to put at the edge here. But you can kind of see the fishes in there. Alright. That is this place. What time is it? Oh, I had the HUD off. It is now 15:53. So it's like a half hour, 40 minutes, something like that. Well, let's actually take a look. I've been streaming for 49 minutes, is what this thing says. I've only dropped 11% of the frames, which I think is pretty awesome. I know I can get better whenever I get better internet. But, yeah, this is what I've been working on. Having a lot of fun with it. It's a close-up of what one of them looked like. Kind of see it in there. It's just really to put the light on the waterfall. Oh, and one other view I love. It's amazing. Let's show you over here. Just looks so peaceful. And on this amazing note, I'm going to go see about coloring my clothes. Everything that's red, I want to make, or purple, I want to make red. And that's my wife's shirt. Pants broke. Oh, gotta get her some better stuff. But most everybody else is asleep and not waking up on. Anyway, with that happy note, you guys have an amazing evening and a happy 4th of July.